Hey, thanks for watching the channel here at tjrsim here. If you want some discounts on some awesome sim racing products, check out my link tree here in the description. Discount code for everything that accepts discount codes is tjrsim. Discount code tjrsim. Thanks for watching. See you later. Alrighty, bike lovers, tjrsim here, Larry. Time to put the Akrapovic, remove that, and put the M4 exhaust on. Tired of it being quiet. Like I said, I had in the previous video, you would have seen that I removed the baffles, the decibel killers, dB killers we call it. I do like how this exhaust looks on the Busa. Looks very clean, although I think it is too long. I wish it was shorter looking and of course louder. I'm not used to having such a quiet bike. Anyway, we'll remove this. I am hoping that I can reuse the carbon fiber heat shield here on the M4 exhaust, but I'll go through, remove it, and see how it looks. So let's do it. If not, I'll just order a new carbon fiber one I saw on eBay that will cover up to where the stock heat shield was. So not too big of a deal. All right, looks like they use Torx up here. So the top one is what, a T20. The bottom one is a T30 actually. Zooms in. Yep. Which that was already loose, so it's a good thing I decided to remove it. I see. Another one? Oh, there's another one here. Yep, still too tight. Got little washers on here. Still kind of stuck on it actually. The other side. Uses two washers. Looks like little rubber washers. One on each side. Just in two spots. Well, top and bottom. Interesting. Just in two spots, top and bottom. Uses these little extra washers. All right. I find this part a little hilarious. So a more expensive exhaust uses a little inserted tab with a thread on there, whereas an American-made M4 exhaust has a welded on threaded lock screw. $2,000 for that. Now I would have never bought this exhaust myself for that, and actually I didn't like that it had it on there. Besides that, it looked way better than stock did. So rolling off the showroom floor, it looked nice, but I would have never paid that much money for an exhaust. So, although I guess technically I did, because it came on the bike when I bought it new. So they did mark it up, some cost on that. Although, actually now that I think about it, for what I rolled out on this bike, because I got such a good deal, I pretty much actually got the exhaust for free. So good to buy multiple bikes from the same dealer. All right, so we'll continue on. Looks like this is a T40 for this one here. Hopefully you can hear me. I didn't attach my mic. Sorry, I already loosened it up a little bit. But we just loosen this one up a little bit here, enough to be able to slide the exhaust off. And then we got the top one up here, which is a regular T-Hex drive. So as we go up here, I have this in on my phone, a holder here, you'll need a 12 millimeter. Oops, wrong way. Oh shit, wrong way. And be careful, don't want to fall out, as it will want to. Pull this bad boy off. And just slide her off, man. Get a little wiggle. And voila, man, this thing's heavy. All right, I weighed it. I'm gonna weigh the difference here. This one was 3.4 pounds. So you can see the difference. Let me set them down. Here on my leg. See the difference between the two. What a huge difference. I'll go weigh this real quick and see the difference between this. But this was 3.4 pounds. And this is gonna be much more, let me see. All right, so there is the difference. So M4 was 3.4 pounds. Make this look legit here side by side. 3.4 pounds, and the Akrapovic was 8 pounds even, actually. So half the weight, a little over half the weight actually. A lot shorter exhaust here, as you can see too. Pretty cool. Let's put it on. All right, literally one of the most simple exhausts to put on when you do slip-ons, but just loosen this up a little bit so you can slide it up in there. Oops, get in camera. You don't need the gasket. If there was a gasket on there, for the stock one, I wish there is on a stock one. There's a graphite gasket there. You don't need it. So if you are installing stock, instructions say to slide that puppy off. Anyway, you just slide it all the way down in there. And holy shit, that looks way better and a lot shorter. I like the way it looks. I really hope that the other piece fits on there, but we'll see. If not, like I said, I'll order something. Oh, I will say in the instructions here, you have the left side of the bike, which is this side. You will use the longer spacer on the right side. The other side, of course, you'll use the shorter spacer. So this being the shorter one, being the longer one, of course, it's talking about for up here. So, oops, grab me a bracket here, slide that puppy on. All right, just to show you how it goes on, I'm not gonna tighten up anything just yet, just slip them on. But put it on the right side, you got the spacer on this side. So these clamps actually come together here. Put your spacer on this side. Of course, you're gonna have to handle a little bit, push it in here, get your nut started on this side. And of course, torque it down afterwards. Easy peasy. Cool, pretty good. Actually, even doesn't look too bad with not even a heat shield on there, but I don't like that part of the pipe. Looks kind of crappy, so small. Should go with full exhaust, but I really like the dual setups. All right, I just want to show you something here. So the Akrapovic one does fit on there. It looks pretty damn sweet. It doesn't mount to the top one, although that's not too big of a deal because it's so tight down here on these bottom twos. But these bottom two, of course, go to the stock exhaust side, which is great. And I just snugged those up just to see where it is. But it looks like I can just pull this exhaust out a little bit. Let's see if we get in here, yeah. Because now it's all the way down against the shaft, but I should be able to pull it out some to align it up here on the top, which means it will stick out a little bit above here, but let me adjust that and see how it looks. Alrighty, so those that are interested here, you would have to use a spacer in between here, washer set up, or just buy you another 10 mil spacer, which I have some spacers. But it does actually move it quite a far along the gasket groove here, which I'm not really comfortable with because it's not much more before you're coming off. So I'm not going to utilize the top screw on there. It gets the job done with looking the way I want it to look anyways. But if you are wondering, you could do that and really tighten it down. But you're going to start bending up the bottom of this stock exhaust pipe here, and you may have some gasket leaks, is my opinion, since you're not seated, fully seated against the groove there, right? Since against the flange, we would say, down there. So I'm going to leave this top one off, snug it all up, and let it rip like that. But if you were to go, see, all the way to there, let me get it lined up here for you. If you were to get through there and add a spacer in there, that's about where your exhaust would sit on the bike if you added enough spacers in there. But like I said, I think you would have an exhaust leak. I don't know for sure, obviously, but you might want to add some RV sealant or something there if you're going to do that particular way. But it does look good like that as well. So anyway, just a little food for thought. All right, just some food for thought here. I also just add a little bit of blue Loctite on the back of this nut here, well, on the nut threads basically, just to keep it on there because you do vibrate a lot in the back. Cinch this up back here first, and then come back and tighten up your gasket, and then obviously add your shroud if you have it. Go to the other side. Alrighty, got it all done. Here's a quick walk around of the bike. Got the M4 exhaust on there, using the Akrapovic shields. So just a little food for thought. You could just buy the Akrapovic shields if you wanted to. Looks pretty dope, I think, as long as you're not having a problem with one saying Akrapovic and one saying M4. I just put the other screw in here with a nut on the back side just to keep it looking uniformed in here, and also to keep up with the stuff. But looks pretty sweet. Back around on this side. Right side same as the left. And you're done. Do a sound test. A little louder. A lot louder. Of how the exhaust sounds with duals, because it's still not as loud as my M4 on my Suzuki that I had. Of course, I just had the little torpedo pipe on that Gixxer 1000, and it was obnoxiously loud. This looks really clean. It sounds deeper for sure than the Akrapovic does. Hard to tell in the speakers. I suspect this is a lot like the Yoshimiras that I had on my 2023 model. They sounded a little louder than stock. It definitely had more of that burble sound, but nothing extraordinarily loud if you got a Brock's full system, or if you just did the M4 full system, actually, for that matter. Nothing like, it doesn't sound, as raspy as that. Although I think it looks better with the dual setup. However, with my Yoshis, I noticed after I got a couple thousand miles on them, they got quite a bit louder. These actually have a little warning sticker on them here that says to replace the packing and stuff. So they break in just like most of these things do. Anyway, that was a look at the Hayabusa. This is a 2025, carboned out as much as I like, rather. And with the M4 exhaust, Akrapovic shields, a few other goodies. I'm gonna put some rear sets on there still, and carbon fiber there. All right, well, light's kind of blowing it out here. Get on this side, where the light's better. All right, so hopefully this was helpful to you. See you next time on the track. I'm out.